Hello everybody, I'm here with Mads Fisher and Jack Young, and we're going to talk about the JAS Driver Development Programme. So first off, Mads, welcome.
Thank you.
You can just tell us a little bit about what the programme is.
I can try. So a couple of years ago we decided in JAS that we need to put a little bit more effort onto young drivers, and we could see that a lot of young drivers needed to have, not only technical support but also support between the events to prepare themselves for the next event. And we decided to do this driver development program where JAS is then taking drivers in and try to help them out 360 degrees, whatever they do in racing, from psychologically making reports, understanding the technical aspect of the car, how to set up a car and what to do on a car, how to get out of a bad weekend and not only be good at a good weekend. And I have to say that it's been very interesting, and we are learning a lot from it also, so it's been working quite well.
Great stuff. And Jack, you're obviously part of the Driver Development Programme. 360 degree all-round psychological developments. What's that like in real life? How's it working for you?
Yeah, this is my second year in the programme, and I think if you took a look at me last year at the start of the year and then you take a look at me this year at the start of the year, I think it's a night and day difference. So no, obviously it's working, and just you don't get that support anywhere else, I think, and it's good to have that. You know, we, like Mads was saying, we take advantage of the good weekends, and then the bad weekends we come up and build off that as well. So no, I think it's really good, and I think this year we'll keep progressing, and we've already had a strong start to the season, and let's build on that.
So, I mean, tell me, in reality, what does it mean then? What is all these? I mean, Mads said some great words, some great sort of buzzwords, but what's that like for you as a driver in reality? What tools is that giving you in your armoury?
You know, like, it's different sort of tools. Like, there's the physical training where we go to MSI and we get put in saunas and intense heat. We train for 40 minutes and push ourselves to the absolute limit. So when we come to the likes of here in France, it's not that much of an issue, you know, apart from getting sunglasses on your eyes. You're just relaxing, you know what I mean? So, and then the other point of view is just like reports and stuff like that, and the psychological, getting practice in as well. You know, it all comes into it when you're in the car for 30 minutes at a time in intense heat and you're racing at 140 miles an hour, door to door with other cars. You need to be thinking the right things, and you know, that's what it's all about. And so far, it's doing well for us.
So, thank you. So, obviously, it's working well for Jack. What's the goal of this programme then? Obviously, you want to train drivers. Is that to stay with the brand? Is that to develop the next champion, or how are you positioning this?
So first of all is that our main target is to prove that young drivers, you can build on them and they can be a potential champion in the future. A lot of times drivers, they are not getting the right attention, being at the right moments, and also getting introduced to the right people. It's not a bank guarantee what we're doing that they're going to be a professional race driver, but we're at least trying to bring them forward, trying to give them the right moment, to give them the right light where they can show off. And as Jack is saying, last year he had a difficult year, and you can see the progress that he have done over the winter. Been working with our engineers, doing, we have a quite tight program where he's following. And that is the nice part also from a JAS point of view, because we can see how big the steps they're doing when they're coming. And Jack, first race weekend he did you could really see that he was on the edge now, and he did what he had to do, and he was working after the program which was established with the engineers. So it's nice, and it's very important also to showcase the drivers, so that when you jump from one team to another team, maybe Jack in 2 years' time he's going to be racing, hopefully with a big brand or something. Maybe he's going to drive with another brand. Who knows?
Shh! Don't tell Halder.
Yeah, but we have to be honest, saying that what we are building up potentially can also drag the drivers away, but that's a good point, because then we have proven that what we're doing is actually working. And looking at what is happening over the time, it's really, really nice to see that what he's doing, people are coming and asking, it's actually very good what you're doing, because it's giving us, the technical background, it's helping us. And if you take a driver which has to jump from one team to the other one, a lot of times is that they don't have the, what they call it, the baggage with them. So when they're coming, they are missing the complete background for it. So we are trying to fill his baggage with everything that he needs. So whenever if he's going to move away, that he's going to move away as a strong driver with a complete package.
So do you find then there's a bit of inter-team competition rivalry with the other young drivers to achieve the goals that you need to do, or to push yourself that bit harder than maybe you would if you were training on your own?
I wouldn't say rivalry, but I definitely think we push each other to the limit. You know, when there's four other drivers at the DDP, you know, obviously we all want to be better than each other, and I think
Yes, they are pushing themselves, because you can see whenever they are there, everybody's like, you see, I did well this time, so they are pushing. But that's the good side of it, because now everything you do, competition is good. So even the drivers, but we will never put them against each other. But whenever they're working like in groups, it's very funny because you can see that I did better here, and you did better there, and so that's quite good. Now it's cool.
And is that powerful for you? Because obviously it must be quite difficult if you're at home, let's say, on your own or with your personal trainer. But when there's a group of you, it's kind of like, oh, like you say, look what I've done.
yeah, no, I think it pushes all of us more. You know, when you have friends as well as people that can push you to the limit, there's nothing, you can't really get better than that in racing. You're developing yourself and you're having fun at the same time, and you can see it like with the other drivers. I know in TCR Italy and Monza and Imola and Italian GT, everyone's progressing, and it's just nice to see.
Yeah, it's really good to see. I suppose final question is, you've got 4 drivers, did you say, in the programme. What's next? It seems to be working well. Jack won last time out at Portimao. What's next for the programme to take it to the next level?
For us, JAS is a company where we are going step by step. So we are not making things big. We want to make things simple and easy. So we are going to focus 110% on what we have, and this is what we are not already thinking what's going to happen next, because for us the key points are we have to get working what we have in our hands. And yes, it's a company, it's very traditional, familiar, and this is what we are working on. Our principles are there, so slowly, step by step.
Brilliant stuff. Well, gents, really enjoyed it. Fascinating to see the kind of things that you use in the background to build up your armoury for the track. So Mads Fischer and Jack Young, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, bye-bye.